Welcome back to the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. I'm sorry, but every time I hear this song, I think of the Magic. Like, we play it at their game. So, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hook up a family 4-pack of tickets to go see the Rio Grande Valley Magic tonight when they play the Amarillo Venom. Kickoff is set for 7:05
right
there at the fabulous State Farm Arena. If you cannot make it to the arena, you can catch the game on the radio here at 840 Fox Sports Radio with the voice of the Rio Grande Valley Magic, Rick Miller. No, we need to get the guy that does the Astros promos. Con la voz tremenda de los Rio Grande Valley Magic.
Can I tell you something really funny before we get to our guest? All right, so my daughters, Jane and Tess, they love Tony Farina, okay? They think he is like the coolest guy on the planet. So the other day I'm outside, I'm calling my dog, right? I'm like, hey, Landry. That's my dog's name, Landry, okay? Landry. And then Tess looks up to me and she goes, you know, I bet you Tony Farina could call. I'd like to hear him call our dog. Like, Landry! I was just like, what the things that kids think of? Wow. Like, I think he'd be awesome at calling our dog. Hey, Tony, hold on. Could you come over and the dog's down the street?
I'm on my way. Oh, Landry!
I thought you'd get a kick out of that, man. I was just like, wow, kids that's how they know you, man. He's just a voice guy that plays kickball on Wednesdays sometimes. You know, it's cool.
He talks smack in kickball. Let's bring in our next kickball player, Randy Bermea. Hey, we're going to give away those tickets. 888-806-1661, 888-806-1661. A family 4-pack of tickets to go see the Rio Grande Valley Magic tonight at the State Farm Arena. What are we doing?
No, I was just going to say, and if the people are worried about how they're going to get the tickets, I'm just going to take them to will call. So you don't even have to worry about coming down to the station. Just call the number that Tony said out, and then all you got to do is go to the arena. It'll be ready for you. So.
All right, so all you got to do is stop by the State Farm Arena tonight and claim your tickets. 888-806-1661, 888-806-1661. Caller number 5. We're going to hook you up with those 4 tickets for tonight's Magic Venom game. Randy Bermea joining us here in the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. Randy, good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning. How you guys doing today?
Doing very well. It's been about a month since we've had you on. I think that we had you on right before the Meet of Champions, and we were talking about setting a personal record in the long jump. How did you do?
Long jump, I had at district, I had like a 23-2 jump, but I scratched. So,
is that good or bad?
It's good that I can jump that far, but it's bad that it didn't count.
It's bad that you scratched.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not down with the track and field, brother. You know, I don't know if you can see me on the 956sports.com, but I'm not I'm like a shot put guy. if I gotta do it, I'm the shot put guy. So a 23-2 in district, and was that a personal record for you?
It was the furthest I jumped, but since I scratched, it kind of just
it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you went on to regionals, and you had some great success at regionals, right?
Yes, I did.
Tell us what you did.
I ran a 14-17 in the 110s and won that. We had a horrible headwind. We had like a 25-mile-an-hour headwind.
Wow. And you still put up a 14-17.
Yes, and the guy who got second actually ran a 14-20.
Wow. So by 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, it was a really close race. It was a really good race. And then the 300s, I won with a 36.99.
36.99 in the 300, and you came in first there as well.
Yes.
So as you're getting ready for state next week, which one are you going to focus on a little bit more, shall we say?
I think I need to focus more on the 110s because that's the closer race.
That'll be
so many more bad things can happen in the 110s than the 300s.
So the guy that came in 0.3 of a second behind you, is he going to be running with you at state again?
Yes.
Does that are you challenged by him at all?
Yes, I think it's going to come down to me and him, honestly.
It'll be between, and what's his name?
His name's Austin Juppy. He's from San Antonio East Central.
Okay. Do you chat with him before the race and psychologically try to get in his head or?
Oh no. He's a real cool guy. We're pretty good friends, so it's just who's going to run a better race. That's what it comes down to.
When you're setting up for this, I mean, are you one of these guys that stands there and go, man, this headwind that I'm running into, I got to adjust my stride this way, or I'm going to have to try this, or is it just, hey, listen, it's running, and we're going to run, and if we run into the wind, that's fine. If we run with the wind to our back, that's fine as well.
Definitely. The only adjustment I have to make when I'm running into the wind over the hurdle, I have to lean a little bit more, and I have to exaggerate my arms a little bit more in between. That's the only adjustment I make going into a headwind.
And how often do you run into a headwind? I mean, of the many times that you've run, how many times have you said, hey, I'm going into the wind, I got to adjust?
At regionals, and that was it.
Wow.
It's not bad.
But we kind of expected a headwind, so my coach at practice, we put me going against the wind a couple times at practice, so I can kind of get used to it and work on that a little bit.
You feel that it helped you?
Yes, I did, honestly.
So if I'm running at J. Louis Bogus Stadium and to run into the wind, I would have to run which way to which way?
If you're at Bogus, to run into the wind, you would have to run north to south.
North to south. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the condition that you felt that helped you out, when you were running.
Yes.
How is things with Cal?
Things are going great. They have their Pac-12 championships the same weekend as state. So. Does
the coach there, does he email you? Does he say, hey, listen, check this out or look into this? Is he in contact with your high school coach saying, hey, limit the amount of that he's running because we want to save some legs for when he gets here?
Oh, no. He's hands off right now. He trusts my coach. I mean, I would too. I mean, my coach knows what he's doing. So my coach isn't going to kill me. And he will email me some stuff about percentages and running workouts, but just so I can take a look at, nothing to apply now. I'm going to wait for all that till I get there.
Well, if you don't win state, your coach might kill you.
Probably.
Right. Let's hope that doesn't. Who would update RandyBermea.com after that?
My brother, definitely.
We're shutting down the website because Randy didn't win state. That's Randy Bermea of Harlingen High School joining us here in the huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. When do you head up to Cal?
I head out mid-August. I don't have to be there anytime early. Just as soon as the dorms open up, that's when I'm going to head over there.
So over the summer, what are your plans? Are you going to do some summer track? Or are you going to, your conditioning?
Yes, I'm coaching summer track for the city of Harlingen, and I am going to try to run for the junior U.S. team. So I'm going to junior nationals in July, and then before that, I'm gonna go to other couple meets like the Great Southwest, that is in New Mexico, and then New Balance Outdoors, and that is in North Carolina.
Do you prefer being the short distance runner, or can you go if needed long runs?
I could do. I'm probably better at the 400 hurdles, the longer race.
The longer race.
I'm not that tall for the 110s.
Right.
Compared to everyone else. Like last year at state, I was the shortest one.
Okay.
So.
Did that factor in at all? I mean, obviously you got to jump a little bit higher.
Yeah. Well, actually, my height is like perfect for the height of the hurdles right now. It's perfect. I don't have to jump. I can still just kind of raise my leg up. But next year, I'm going to have to jump because the hurdles go up 3 inches. So
the hurdles go up 3 inches. When did you get involved in hurdling?
My dad was always a clerk of the course at the Border Olympics they have in Laredo. So ever since I was small, he would just set up some hurdles for me to just like kill time with. I'm not in the way. And then when I got to like 6th grade is when I started running them at track meets in the summer.
So what turned out to be as a babysitting technique for your dad, he'd say, obviously I'm going to challenge my kid and I'll still have a chance to get a little bit of work done because, I have kids and I know, hey, let me try to figure out this program here, kids, while dad does some work. Your dad did with you, except it was a hurdle and said, when you jump 5 of these, come look for me.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Put it up as high as you want, jump over however, that kind of thing.
And then it was in 5th grade when they actually started to mold you and you started running, as I don't want to say professionally because you're still an amateur, but when you started running for competition.
Yes.
So you've strictly just done hurdles since 5th grade on?
Mm-hmm. But I've always done summer track since I could remember, since I was 5 or 6. But I would always do just whatever, anything I could do. I would do any and everything that was available for me.
So which track do you look most forward to running at? If you say, hey, the PSJ's got a new track or Harlingen's, stadium has got the best track.
In the Valley?
Yeah.
In the Valley, right now, out of the tracks that are able to run on, Wesco.
Wesco has the best track?
Definitely Wesco, yes. The track is amazing.
What is it about it that makes it so special?
It's really wide for the 300s. It's not really narrow. Like, the straightaways aren't super long.
So it's wide enough that even Jake Berry could run it?
Oh, that's awful. That's just mean. That's just mean.
So if somebody wants to get their kids involved with you at summer track, can they ask specifically for you? Can they say, hey, I want Randy to be my kid's coach? Or
yeah, well, we kind of don't know what we're going to do as far as, like, because there's a bunch of coaches. So I know last year I coached the hurdles, all the kids who went to do hurdles. So I'll probably do the same thing with that this year.
And when you get to Cal, are you going to be running specifically just to hurdles?
Maybe. We had talked about running maybe a sprint or medley or mile relay over there. And the hurdles for sure. I don't know what else they're going to have me run. There's not much more. So
how about running a short pass, cut in there? What do you think?
I don't know. I wish.
Is there an opportunity?
Not that I know of right now.
Right now?
We can call.
Right now.
We'll put in a good word.
That's something I've been thinking about doing, but probably not till my sophomore year, if I do it.
Walking on?
Yes. Or at least talking to the coach, and showing him my videos and all that kind of stuff.
So you let a year go by, and then you just kind of say, oh, by the way, listen, I noticed that, you need a little help in the whiteout. I kind of did this at Harlingen High School in Texas. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And you
hopefully
bust out the flashy randybermea.com and show them the highlight video?
Yes, sir.
Seriously?
Probably. But I have a bunch of the stuff on Huddle. So.
Oh, you want the Huddle? You want us to represent you? Is that what you said? You want to be represented by the Huddle?
I think he's talking about the software.
Oh, okay.
There's a software called Huddle, and that's where we have all our game tapes, and we can adjust our highlights and all that kind of stuff. So.
Well, we need to look into copyright infringement for taking our name there like that. That's just not
but
right.
It's HUDL, so I think you're good.
Yeah, it's part of Max Preps, too.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll let it slide. Randy, listen, brother, we appreciate the time. It's always a pleasure to chat with a young man like yourself and knowing what you're going into and running the headwinds. Good luck at state next week, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Randy Bermea of Harlingen High School, getting ready for state track meet next week in Austin.
Since he's okay with this competition, friendly, I think we need to be the ones to
agitate it.
Yeah, well, maybe we call him up before the meet.
Yeah.
Call him up 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, maybe 5 and 6 o'clock.
Rick set up his hotel room there.
Yeah, man. I'm going to watch him. No,